Hey, so I've got a video today that's probably different than any of the other videos that I've done so far, technically, as far as teaching goes. Usually when I'm teaching you guys something, it's about fitness or self-defense and martial arts and whatnot. But you've seen me on this channel play music before on my bass and occasionally a guitar, mostly bass. So I had a friend of mine, we were playing some music this morning and I started teaching him about this information here behind me, and it helped him kind of understand some of the concepts that he had been missing all this time, even though he knew the information but didn't really see how he could use it. So I just wanted to share it with you guys real quick, and what I'm going to share here with you is not unique to me. This actually came from a bass player named Anthony Wellington, who I believe has some either clinics or maybe a channel or something called like Bassology, and he does some work with Victor Wooten, and I know he teaches at Victor's camps and things like that out in Nashville. So anyway, but this was dealing with modes and how kind of modes go together. So it was a really simple way to look at things, so I wanted to kind of share everything with you as well. Somewhere along the way, Anthony Wellington pieced together this information in a brilliant little way, and then he started teaching it. So there's basically 7 notes to your major scale, okay, right, with the 8th note being the octave of the first, so we only need to deal with 7. So there's only 7 modes based on the major scale, okay, and then we've given a number, a number to each of these correlating to the modes. So here's how he has this placed together, going vertically down the neck from your lowest string up towards your highest string. Now this is set up because there's 7 modes. The very first time I saw him teach this in a video, they actually had a 7-string bass that they taught it with. So if you don't have a 7-string bass, you know, if you have a 4-string bass or 5 or 6, or if you're using a guitar, a 6-string guitar, you know, just you're going to have to make do. But here's the basic idea. You start at the highest level with the 5th degree, which is the Mixolydian, then it goes to the Ionian, which is the 1st degree. When I say degree, I mean the number of the correlating note on the major scale. So 5th degree Mixolydian, 1st degree Ionian, 4th degree Lydian, 7th degree Locrian, 3rd degree Phrygian, 6th degree Aeolian, 2nd degree Dorian. That's kind of how everything falls together. And what you can see over here are the fingerings and the whole step or half step patterns. So with the Mixolydian, it's set up so you can play 3 notes per string all the way down. So index, middle, pinky, and on this Mixolydian you've got a whole step in between each. So the first 3 are the same pattern. So whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step, played ideally with the index, the middle, and the pinky. And then once you pass these, whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step, when you move down to the next one, which is onto the 7th degree of the Locrian, you're going to use still the index in the middle and the pinky, but you've only got a half step in between the first movement and then a whole step between the second movement. And the key here, though, also is when you go from this last whole step to this half step, whole step, you've got to shift up 1 half step as well. So if you start playing on the 5th fret, 5th fret, 5th fret, 5th fret, 6th fret, 6th, 6th, 6th fret. Okay, so hopefully that makes some sense. If not, feel free to send me a message or leave it in the comments on the video and we'll go from there. But really that's it. That's how he teaches all 7 modes. Again, it starts Mixolydian, Ionian, Lydian, Locrian, Phrygian, Aeolian, and Dorian. If you're not familiar with the modes, basically this is your C major scale up top, and then the mode is built off the exact same notes, but depending on where you're starting at. So the Mixolydian is the 5th, so you start at the G. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, back to G. Ionian is your regular C up. Lydian starting on the 4th, so they start at the F and you go through the same cycle of notes. I think you get the idea there. Again, the fingering and how you're going to put it together is kind of the important aspect. So whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step, whole step. Shift from the 5th fret up to the 6th fret. In this example, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, half step. That's all of them. And like I said, if you have questions about it, feel free to put a comment below, or you can go and check out the other videos. I'll see if I can find the link and I can put it in there for the Anthony Wellington video that I got this from. It's about an hour-long clinic that he did at the Fodera workshop. So that's it. Quick little message about the modes. It really helps to unlock the fretboard for a lot of people. I know it helped me kind of see everything a little differently. My friend David that I shared it with this morning kind of, you know, saw some light bulbs going off in his head as well. So thank you. Enjoy it. Like the video, share the video with your friends, subscribe. Like I said, most of the time you see fitness and martial arts and self-defense and things like that, but I got some music stuff that I like to do sometimes as well. So I'll see you later. Bye.